You probably stopped by this video to see how I feel about the Smith & Wesson 2.0 carry comp and why I think this is a hot pickup, why I feel like if you get your hands on one of these, you'll stay away from a Glock for good. Let's go ahead and get right into it, y'all. I picked this up, I want to say about 5 months ago. I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 months ago. And as y'all know, man, if y'all been watching me and checking me out, I am not a big Glock guy. I'm not a big Glock guy. So it's just something that turns me off about them. And I really think it's the grip angle. When you are getting into these issues, man, when somebody is trying to just throw you right into a gun. When I first got into this years ago, people tried to throw me right into a Glock 19. I wasn't feeling it. I shot plenty of them. I wasn't feeling it. Not to say it doesn't work and it's not accurate, but me being able to get right up on that thing and do what I'm supposed to be doing, I didn't like how it was treating me. I didn't like how Gaston was working. This thing is crazy, bro. So let's start from the butt to the top. We got our blacked out rear sights right here. Very clean. I don't have a problem with the U-notch. I know a lot of people like that field goal post of the Glock, but the U-notch is pretty cool right here. We got our clear sight cuts. Really, it's a loaded round indicator, but I guess it also helps direct the gas from the optic so you don't have that dusty little optic running around. I got a calculated kinetics plate on here, which basically helps with the same thing. It actually does a better job than what they're doing, but no shade thrown. We got that flat face trigger right here, man. Beautiful. Hey, I don't see anything wrong with this, man. I know a lot of you guys are used to the flat apexes and things like that. I think that this gives that a run for its money. And you can go ahead and do that same thing to this. The front sight has some tritium on it. It looks like a tennis ball, man. It does have a little glow to it. I feel like they did a very good job with that as well. We also have some crazy slide serrations, front and back, man. They also gave you a little area to go ahead and have them ports put up in there. If you're a grown one, you go ahead and throw them ports up in there in that little coffin area. And they call this in the front their power port. I say, man, out of all the platforms that I've dealt with that had factory cut ports in it, these guys have done a good job at being able to mitigate that recoil. We also got some other little slide serrations. We got 3, we got 6 in total on each side. And I don't really see what that's doing besides reducing a little bit of the weight off of this. On top, we got that Vector Optics Gen 2 Frenzy Plus. This thing is nice, man. I haven't had any issues with it yet. I got a video out on it right now. And I feel like it's your acro competition. Tell me if I'm cat down in them comments. So we're going to talk a little bit about how this thing performed on the range and how many rounds I actually even have through this gun at the moment. I think it's sitting right around 800 rounds through this. And I wish I could have put a lot more through this gun, but I got a couple of other things that I kind of just love a little more. But when it comes to the polymer world, man, I don't feel like I'm going to pick up anything else besides these Smiths. And, you know, before I even got this, man, I kind of told myself I was done with the polymer world. I was through. I was done with them. But this kind of caught my attention, and I got it when it first came out. I wanted to be one of the first guys on the tube to demonstrate it. But guess what? We all was thinking the same thing. A lot of the guys got on here and picked this thing up, but ain't no shade, ain't no hate. This thing actually runs, man. I'm happy that I grabbed this. Let me show y'all what this thing looks like on the range and how flat this thing can be. Let's go. How we can. Looking at this thing right now, man, you see how much control you have over this gun. And I got a high grip on it. I mean, a lot of guys don't believe in high grip. They scared they're gonna get slide bite and things like that. I feel like you just a coward. Not the Warriors, not none of y'all. This thing right here performs crazy, bro. I'm talking about keyholing. I'm talking about just continuously coming right back down to that line of sight that you have, man. That first shot is beautiful. The second, third, fourth, and fifth, even through rapid fire, always comes back down and lands exactly where it needs to land. I feel like the optic that I have on here is doing this thing justice, but I also feel like you could put anything on here and receive the same performance. This thing comes with a variety of plates. Now, this is one of the first systems that came like this. Now, I know we've seen that Echelon, it came like that as well, where you could kind of switch things around on the Springfield, and I kind of like that too. To be honest, it was up for grabs on which one of these that I was going to pick up, but when I seen this, I just fell in love with just how crazy it looked out of the box without having to take this off, send this off to somebody to get some love touches put on there, put a little love taps on there. Let's show you guys a trigger pull on this really quick. Let's give you a trigger pull. Boom. Let's go ahead and reset that thing. Not too much take up. Right there, you heard it? Audible click, and boom. Very crisp. This thing is light, man. The recoil action, the system, you can air rack this thing. If you can air rack a 2011 or 1911, you can air rack this thing. You can't just air rack a Glock like that unless the spring is worn down or you a fan of throwing your shoulder out. All in all, the Smith & Wesson carry comp is a GOAT, my boy. You'd be crazy not to pick one of these up. We talking about two beautiful 15-round mags, back straps, just in case your hands are a little feminine. And if you want to get some more breathing holes, we give you that space. Warriors, let me know how you feel about this Smith & Wesson 2.0. Let me know, is it dropping them all over the Glocks? Running one of these has brought interest back to the polymer world for me. I wonder who else can bring some heat. Y'all talk about Canic a lot. I see a lot of ups. I see a lot of downs. But I don't know. Smith & Wesson might be running to town. Warriors, you already know what I'm going to tell you. Hold the door open for the next man. It takes nothing to be a gentleman. Check out that description if you want to learn about anything. Check out these playlists and these other videos if you love your boy John Wick 2.0. Guess what? I'm out.